Good morning, cadets. We will solve a problem on insertion of dielectric into a parallel plate capacitor. How the capacitance of the capacitor increases. So, let us look into this simple problem. A slab of material of dielectric constant K, a slab of material of dielectric constant K has the same area as the plates. It has the same surface area as the plates of the capacitor, of the parallel plate capacitor, but has a thickness of 3/4 of D. It has the thickness, you can see here, the thickness is 3/4 of the D, where D is the separation between the plates, where D is the separation of the plates, distance of separation between the plates. It is having a thickness of 3/4 of D. How is the capacitance? How is the capacitance changed when the slab is inserted between the plates? So, this is the numerical problems. Now, in this problem, the dielectric is not completely filling the gap. It is just filling the 3/4 of separation. 3/4 of separation distance, right? So, in absence of dielectric, what is the capacitance? We know C naught is the capacitance in absence of the dielectric. C naught is equal to Q naught upon D, where C naught is the capacitance of the capacitor when no dielectric is inserted, and Q naught is the charge. Let us take Q naught as the charge that is distributed on the plates. On the upper plate positive Q naught and the lower plate negative Q naught, right. So, I have written this C naught equal to Q naught by D, where in this case the potential difference is V naught. V naught is equal to E naught into D. Potential difference here, it is not Q naught by D, it is Q naught by V naught. This is in absence of dielectric, that is free space. But here the capacitance when the dielectric is filled, it is written as C. Capacitance with dielectric. With dielectric is written as C. C is equal to, you see, after insertion of the dielectric, the charge does not get affected. The charge on the upper plate as well as the charge on the lower plate remains the same. So, I will write Q naught. Now, divided by the potential difference. The potential difference changes. The potential difference becomes V instead of V naught. Definitely potential difference decreases. How does it decrease? Let us see. Where V is potential difference when dielectric is inserted. When the dielectric is inserted. How to find out V? We know V naught is equal to E naught into D. V naught is equal to E naught into D, right. So, with this we will write V equal to E into D, E into D, where D is the total distance of separation. Now, this electric field E is electric field due to 1/4 of the space with vacuum plus electric field due to 3/4 of the space filled with dielectric. So, we have to take into account of both. We have to consider both the cases. So how to calculate E? Then E can be now written as sum of E naught, which corresponds to 1/4 of D, plus the remaining electric field, that is of 3/4 of this one. So that's how we'll write the electric field. This is V, potential difference with the dielectric. Now electric field. First I will write what is electric field. Electric field is total electric field is equal to E naught by 4, because E naught is the electric field with free space, which is only of 1/4 of separation, which is only responsible for 1/4 of the space, plus remaining electric field due to dielectric. Electric field due to dielectric is given by E by E into, that is 3/4 of E, 3/4 of E. So 3/4 of E. So how to substitute 3/4 of E? We know that here K is the dielectric constant, dielectric material of dielectric constant K. K is the dielectric constant. So I can write what is the value of E. E is equal to E naught by K. E is equal to E naught by K. Means after insertion of dielectric, you will get the dielectric in the dielectric constant in the denominator. How is this? For example, you can just see E naught. E naught is given by sigma upon epsilon naught. This is what we have seen earlier. So E is given by sigma upon epsilon naught. E is given by sigma upon K epsilon naught. Sigma upon K epsilon naught. So we got this result. Therefore, when you take E by E naught, therefore if you take E by E naught, if you just take E by E naught, I think yes, E naught by E, E naught by E, then you will get, yes, let us see, E by E naught, sigma upon K epsilon naught divided by sigma upon epsilon naught. Epsilon naught cancels, sigma cancels, so you are left with 1 by K. Therefore, you can see here E by E naught is equal to 1 by K. Therefore, E naught by E is equal to K. Thus, we earlier only discussed in the previous session E naught by E, E naught by E is equal to K. That is how we have concluded in the previous video. The ratio of electric field with the free space to the electric field with dielectric gives us the dielectric constant. Ratio of electric field with free space to the electric field filled with dielectric. This ratio gives us dielectric constant. So you can see here. Therefore, E is equal to E naught by K. So using this, I will substitute there. I think you got this point. I need not elaborate once again. We have discussed this earlier. So substituting this, okay. E naught by K, thus total electric field now becomes E naught by 4 plus 3/4 of E naught by K. E naught by K. So thus you are getting here E naught by 4 plus 3 E naught by 4K. You can just take out E naught common and E naught by 4 common. So if you take out E naught by 4 common, or just take out, okay, E naught by 4 common, then you are left with 1 plus 3 by K. 1 plus 3 by k. This is the total electric field. Total electric field, right? This one. Now substitute this total electric field in this equation. Then we will be able to get what is B. So I will write here. Thus you can write it as E total, so that there is no confusion. E total. Therefore total potential difference V is equal to E total. E total I am substituting by the value E naught into 1 plus 3 by k into d. So I am writing this d here itself, divided by 4. E naught by 4, since it is taken common, so it becomes E naught by 4 into 1 plus 3 by k into d. This d I am clubbing it here, so that I can write what is E naught into d. We know E naught into d is V naught. So this is how we will be able to write. So thus you can see here the potential difference after insertion of the dielectric, the potential difference decreases. Therefore this is the reduced value. By how much it decreases? You can see here it is decreasing by 1 plus 3 by 4k. It is decreasing by 1 plus 3 by 4k. V naught by 1 plus 3 by 4k. This gives V naught into 1 plus 3 by 4k. This is the value of V. Therefore V is decreased. So when V decreases, obviously capacitance increases. So let us write how much it increases. So therefore you can see here the total capacitance C is equal to Q naught by V. So just substitute the value of V. V is E naught d by 4 into 1 plus 3 by k. So we know what is E naught d. E naught d is V naught. E naught d is, earlier V naught is equal to E naught d. So we will substitute this. Therefore we get Q naught by 4 comes to the numerator. Q naught by, okay, V naught by 4 into 1 plus 3 by k. 1 plus 3 by k. Therefore you can just see C is equal to Q naught by V naught. Q naught by V naught becomes C naught. C naught, and 4 comes to the numerator. 4 C naught divided by 1 plus 3 by k. 1 plus 3 by k. This is how we get the result. So you can see here the capacitance increases by factor of 4 by 1 plus 3 by k, or you can simplify this 4k divided by k plus 3, 4k divided by k plus 3 into C naught. Even if you just take k equal to 2, suppose you just take k dielectric constant as 2, so it becomes 4 to the 8, 8 divided by 5, 8 divided by 5 will be greater than 1, right, greater than 1. Thus capacitance increases by this factor. Therefore capacitance increases by 4k divided by k plus 3 times C naught, where C naught is the capacitance with free space. So this is how we solve for the problem. Let us look at a simple problem. In a parallel plate capacitor with air between the plates, each plate has 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square. It has a surface area 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter square. And the distance between the plates is 3 millimeter. 3 millimeter, 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Calculate the capacitance of the capacitor. Calculate capacitance of the capacitor with free space or air. It is given by epsilon naught A upon D. Just substitute the values. 8.85 into 10 raised to minus 12 into area 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by the distance 3 millimeter 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. So 3 ones are 3 twos are 10 raised to minus 3 cancels with 10 raised to minus 3. So if you multiply with this, if you take it almost 9, it comes out to be the 9 into 2, 18. So 18 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. So that 18 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad is written as 18 picofarad. So the capacitor filled with air having a 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter square area with the distance of separation 3 millimeter has capacitance 18 picofarad. If this capacitor, see second part, if this capacitor is charged with 100 volt supply, suppose this is connected to a battery of voltage 100 volts, potential difference, then if V is V naught, I am taking here V naught because it is filled with air or vacuum, free space, V naught is equal to 100 volt, then what is the value of charge? What is the value of charge? What is the charge on each plate of this capacitor? Now, after connecting the capacitor to a battery, you see what happens? The charging of the capacitor takes place, and this process is called as charging of the capacitor. So, what is the value of Q naught? We know that C naught is equal to Q naught by V naught. So, simple, this implies Q naught is equal to C naught V naught. So, thus it becomes C naught. What is C naught? 18 picofarad. 18 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, 10 raised to minus 12 into V naught. V naught is 100. So, you can see here 1800 into 10 raised to minus 12. 1800 into 10 raised to minus 12 can be written as 18 into 10 raised to minus 10. 18 into 10 raised to minus 10 or 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 9, 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb. That is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb implies 1.8 nano coulomb. Now, the same problem now continues. If this capacitor is now filled with a dielectric mica of same thickness 3 millimeter, if it is filled with mica of thickness 3 millimeter in this gap with the same area, then how will be the capacitance change? What will be the value of capacitance when it is still connected with 100 volt battery? That is first part. Second part, if this charging is completed and 100 volt battery is taken out, then what is the value of the voltage? What is the value of voltage filled with, capacitor filled with dielectric, and what is the value of new capacitance, and what is the value of charge? So, this is the second part. Let us solve second part also. Now, you can see the same problem continues. Explain what would happen if the capacitor is filled with 3 millimeter thick mica sheet, where mica is a dielectric, having dielectric constant K equal to 6. If this capacitor, which we have just now found out of capacitance 18 picofarad with free space, if this free space is filled with a mica sheet of same thickness, with K equal to 6, with the same thickness 3 mm is filled, then what happens? First case, while the voltage supply remained connected, if the voltage supply 100 volt is still remained connected, what happens to capacitance of the capacitor? That is first one. Second one, if this external supply 100 volt is taken out, now once the capacitor is fully charged, we can find out the charge. Once it is fully charged, if the external voltage supply is disconnected, then what happens to the capacitance? What happens to the total voltage? What happens to the charge? These are the things to be calculated. We need to calculate what is capacitance, what is charge when the voltage is still remaining connected. First, when voltage is still connected, V is equal to 100 volt, right? Then capacitance C, you see the capacitance C, it will be no more C naught now. C, because of insertion of the dielectric, C becomes equal to K times C naught. This is what we have already derived. K times C naught, where K is the dielectric constant. So, if you just take it 6 into C naught, what is C naught? 18 picofarad, 10 to the power of minus 12. So, it becomes 108 picofarad. So, thus C becomes equal to 108 picofarad. You can just note down here, C naught is hardly 18 picofarad when it was filled with air, with free space. Now, when that free space is inserted with mica of same thickness of 3 mm with the same area, then the capacitance has been increased K times, 6 times 18 picofarad, that is 108 picofarad. Now, you can calculate what is the charge. So, charge is equal to what? C into V. Still, while the supply is still connected, C into V. C into V gives us 108 into V, 100 into 10 raised to minus 12, because 108 into 10 to the power of minus 12 farad is the capacitance. Therefore, if you just look at it, it becomes 1.08 or 108 into 10 to the power of minus 10. 108 into 10 to the power of minus 10 can be written as 1.08 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. 1.08 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. So, this is 10 to the power of minus 10. So, if you take 2 zeros here, it becomes 1.08. So, 1.08 into 10 to the power of minus 8 coulomb. This is the charge when the supply is still connected. Now, when the supply is disconnected, after complete charging, if the supply external voltage is disconnected, that is the second problem B. If the supply is disconnected having a mica having a dielectric constant K, what is the value of the charge, what is the value of voltage, and the capacitance already we have found out. Capacitance is 108 picofarad. When the capacitance is 108 picofarad, what happens to the charge and what happens to the voltage, right? This is what we have to find out. Now, just look at it. Quickly we will find out. When the supply is, external supply is disconnected, what happens to the voltage? Then voltage, that is potential difference due to the insertion of the dielectric, V becomes equal to V naught by K. V becomes equal to V naught by K, right? So, V naught we know already. How much is the V naught? 100. So, it becomes 100 by K. K is 6, where dielectric constant of the mica sheet is 6. So, if you just divide this, it becomes V equal to 16.6 volt. 16 6 are 96. So, if you just work it out, calculate this, it comes out to be 16.6 volts. So, that is voltage. So, once you get the voltage V, so this earlier you can take it as V naught, now this is V, 16.6 voltage. So, when the voltage is reduced to 16.6, then the capacitance is already 108 picofarad. What happens to the charge? So, C is equal to 108 picofarad. So, what is charge? Net charge. So, net charge now Q is equal to CV. CV, see 108 into 10 raised to minus 12 into 16.6. 16.6. If you work it out, this comes out to be 1.08 into 10 to the power of minus 9 coulomb. This is the charge. So, this is how the changes in the capacitor takes place once we insert the gap in the capacitor plates with a dielectric. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.